specify what you saw and did. When summoned to appear and witness at court, you must ensure that you're prepared to perform your duty. Your personal appearance must be above reproach and in keeping with the high standards expected of the military police. Reviewing of information to refresh your memory via your notes into the provost marshal file pertaining to the incident being presented to the court. Observe the rules, procedures of the court while performing duty as a witness. When called to the witness stand, approach the trial counsel erectly, briskly, raise your right hand, take the oath, and be seated in the witness chair. Upon excuse, leave the courtroom. Did y'all catch that?
Nope.
And I don't understand. And
you killed someone. Good job. Now we can trial you for murder by words as well.
Who did what?
WCFB killed someone with words.
Oh. Whatever. I'm reading from the FP book of 1975.
Well, I gotta put that into the typewriter. There we go.
Server was dead blank for this because it crashed into the train.
All players are now prohibited from using any British.
I just had an idea.
The United Kingdom have decided to close borders to all residents, citizens, and people of JCIR until this dispute has been solved.
Does that include you?
I'm the fucking king of England. Fuck off.
Yeah, still a resident of this server, technically.
Bro, you now realize that means your iron is basically non-exist, commits non-exist.
Trademan who? I said until this thing is over, because at the moment we need to fix this thing. Basically, what I said is just give. Basically, what I actually mean is give me a minute. Let's fix this issue first, and then we'll go back to life. That's what I meant. But then I put some mumbo jumbo fancy stuff to sound like Techman.
Ooh, did I hear mumbo jumbo?
Yes. Yes.
The best redstone whiz out there.
Yes, he's a Brit as well.
He's pretty cool.
Fuck, I need to help.
British that well at times.
No, actually, don't know.
Wait, I heard you say my name. What were you talking about me?
Basically, if you look at the statement that I put in chat, I basically trying to make it sound like legally, like you. So yeah.
Like me?
Japanese dudes in the suits and glasses over here.
I didn't say anything.
What the hell is this show?
It's been 8 minutes since I started the courthouse recording, and they're still not done talking.
Hey, if it goes on for 20 minutes, you know, all we had to do is break a couple triggers, and the thing would have been done.
Oh, he's back.
8 minutes of you guys talking.
I'm sorry, we needed to get this. Okay, I think we're ready. Are you ready?
Also, WCFB gets sued again because he killed someone by using words.
What? I was reading a trial book.
Yeah, well, that's not how this courthouse works, buddy. Sorry.
How's killing someone by words too? I don't even have a weapon.
This is my
I committed suicide.
WC, don't worry. If we're having your trial, we'll have it in my courthouse.
This is not gonna happen. This happened in my yard in Bray City.
No. I'm talking about a different one.
Quiet.
How many
court cases we're gonna get this court case on the road. It's been 9 minutes now, and we haven't done anything interesting yet. Alright. The accusers, would you like to come and state why you are accusing them of stuff?
Yes, I would. Where do I say it? Oh, here?
You just kind of, yeah.
Stand.
You stand in the front. No, that's the testimony table.
Here.
You're giving it
stand in the front. Yeah.
So I'm suing Harish in WCFP for a total
Can we pause real quick? Can we pause real quick? Can you give me some paper?
You're just getting writing a fan fiction there, alright?
What the hell is the paper anyway?
It's under miscellaneous.
Can we get on with this shit, please?
Oh,
yeah, our lives are dying right here. I call it 50 years of death.
I've got a country to run. Come on, hurry up.
Okay. Get on with it.
Judge, I don't accept this tomfoolery.
Get on with it.
Okay, anyways, I am suing Harish and WCFP for a grand total of $100,000 for failing to acknowledge me when I clearly stated I was using that trackage to notify me that they were doing it, almost causing an accident with Crispy in his train, then using the duplicated train to try to drive off again, and having that outside happen. So, Yeah, and I'm gonna and I want $100,000 in compensation for the lack of that. There we go. Hi there. How are you doing today?
Keep it. We have to keep that here for the entire.
Honestly,
Alright.
Texas
No,
justice.
no weapons in my courthouse. Unless they're his, because he's security. Alright, now, defendant,
who?
would you like to give your opening statements?
right. I don't think I should pay the 100,000 because one. Okay, first of all, can you stop with this villager stuff? Like seriously, I'm trying to take this
No,
serious.
just keep it. I like it.
Fucking. Well. Thank you very much. So I don't think I should pay the 100,000 because first of all, I did not cause that accident. That was WCFB. And second of all, if you are going to build a railway or or some type of infrastructure, it should be applicable to any service that uses it. For example, if Crispy using it was irrelevant as long as the main line was kept protected and still be usable, which it should have been under the FRA rules. Then there should have been no issue there. So the actual train crashing and actually causing disruption didn't actually happen. And also, Crispy's train was nowhere in sight when I to the place.
It happened. I mean, look outside.
Excuse me, I'm trying to give my bloody opening statement. When I got to the scene of the crime, I did not see Crispy's train anywhere. I only saw WCFB's train in the wrong direction, somehow on the wrong track, which makes no sense, since it should have been in one direction in all times. And also, if you were going to build infrastructure, there shouldn't be any issue like this. And also, Traincraft is like this. Traincraft always causes crashes. The server is a bit laggy because the TPS is around 8, as standard, as quoted by our famous Judge Bidder. And so, this can just be an act of God causing this. 8.95. Thank you very much, Bidder. So, yeah, that's my opening statement done.
Where the fuck's an anvil?
Why is there a fucking squid on it?
Also, all I'm going to say is, Harris, stop making me sneeze at your bullshit.
Big J, you're the jury. Shush.
Alright.
Take this seriously, or I'll leave.
Shush! I need a louder bell. Alright, now, which side would like to call their first witness?
That's okay. It's usually the prosecution who calls the witness first.
Okay, they'll. I let either one choose, but you said so first, so you can go first.
Okay, I call my first witness, JC, to the stand.
Murder you.
So
What intonation?
So
Wait, hold on. Can you do that? Isn't he the one suing?
I'm his lawyer. I can call him to the stand.
No, you can't, because then he's going to give a biased witness.
Yeah, you can. You
In
100%
Oh, you
can.
This is U.S.-based court.
You 100% can.
Not fair. Oh, fine, come.
You're
So-
in the US now, bitch.
JC, give me a brief timeline of events according to you as a witness here. So we know that you sent out the message that you were looking for someone to make a contract, and we had multiple people there were multiple people who requested to do this contract. Can you list them to the court?
I can mention one was Harish. He did ask me. It depends on what it was. Drayman said it only if I would join VC, which I declined at that time. And then Cripple did it. He said he would just straight up do it. So I chose Cripple. And then he crashed, and then I went into PM saying where he was, and he said he was coming back. So
Okay.
So that's
So you took Cripple to Cleveland, right?
correct.
And then you headed eastbound to Frey with the contract of fuel train.
Correct.
Okay, so when you arrived in Frey, what happened? After that.
So when I arrived in Frey, we went straight to the fuel unloading truck. I went through a few tracks to get there, and then we were just backing up into there. Right as we were about to unload, I literally just turned left, and then I saw WC rocket in with his entire train, almost hitting the back of it. But luckily, I think the switch there derailed him. I'm not too sure what that part was. But then afterwards, I questioned him what the hell he was doing and why he was here, and asked him, "You didn't even tell me that you were coming down to this line." No response. Then he started backing up, and almost seemed to me, at least, looked like he was about to go reversing all the way down to Trayman's on the main line, down reverse. And I told him, "You need to stop. I'll turn you around within the yard and do that." So I got the switches set for him to do that.
Okay.
Then I figured out that the train that one needed to move was corrupted. So I fixed
Okay.
those boxes.
I heard my name. What?
Shut up. I'm talking my team right now. So after I got the boxcars fixed, I was about to move the train. Then I look again to my left, and I saw WC rocketing in what seemed to be the exact same train. Apparently duped. Then it just went next to me and just died on the hill, and yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. No further questions.
Okay.
Now, defense,
Now
would you also like to
cross-examine.
cross-examination?
Right. So I would like to examine. Said. So, JC, you say that Crispy actually crashed on the railway. Is this correct?
Crispy did not crash.
Oh, then why did you send your witness statement?
I didn't say I witnessed the crash. I said I witnessed almost crashing, which was WC driving the train, not Crispy.
Right.
The
What I
route
need-
that Crispy was taking was uneventful.
Right. What I need to ask: what was the route that Crispy was taking? Where did it go? What lines
was-
did it?
Track 1 in Cleveland, that was track 1 in Cleveland. He went through the New York Central Junction there, where Peter's old high-speed line was, by the city of Joshua, and then right into Frey. He went through the interchange that you guys were supposed to pass over, around quite a big loop in the yard, and then he went right next to the fuel thing, and then I had to reverse them in, so the locomotive
And
fuel.
where was his final destination?
Final destination was the fuel loading facility that was in Frey, which
In the
I
yard.
moved. In the yard, which I moved since
Right.
I was redoing Frey.
Of course, behind this was not WCFB's track. Did you bother to change the switches back to go back on the main line?
I did not because I was not aware that anyone else was on the railway line.
Yes, but as standard, surely after someone has used a switch, you just switch it back to where it was originally.
Granted, yes, but again,
So you failed to look after your care, switch it back to where it should have been. Because if I didn't switch it back, people would be surely angry against me and be taking me against to another court case, which would be actually my fault. But this wasn't my fault because I didn't turn the switch off and then not switch it back.
But granted, again, it should be common knowledge to know if someone who clearly has mentioned in text has been confirmed should be able to tell someone else who is using, again, the exact same track that, hey, I'm coming if you have any switches or like something like that set. You mentioned that I was coming, that you were coming down that track. I would have changed the switch back and none of this would have happened.
But of course, JC, isn't it common knowledge
Rifle
to turn
down,
the switch back?
sir.
Again, yes, it is common knowledge. I will admit that. But again, I clearly mentioned it. You
Right.
even responded to the fact that I'm doing the contract.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you can see, JC did not switch the track back, even though he should have. Just like everyone else has to on the railway. Because
Objection, Your Honor. Is it not true that JC is the owner of the railroad and the railroad is technically private property?
This is true, yes.
so isn't all railroads private property at the end of the day?
This is
Yes.
also technically true.
Yes. Private property.
Right.
So, with that said,
However, I've got a
legally-
question for you, Rose. A railway that is built in creative mode by staff, is it meant to be privately or is it meant to serve the public?
well, it is, but in the legal sense, it is privately owned.
And have you issued any like permits to use the?
Harish, I have to interject here. The track was not actually built in creative mode. That track in question was built entirely by me in survival mode.
I can also
Right.
tell you this is true.
I can't.
Yeah,
disagree.
I believe. He told me. I forgot about. Right. But anyway, isn't BNSF is such a big company on railroad? It's more seen to be like a staff-owned railway that supports the players. But if it is privately owned, then why aren't there